Charlie Gunningham.
And I'm Alex Lush.
In this brand new series, first episode, we're going to be looking at your property news, your real estate agent and your suburb, finishing up looking at Perth city living.
But first of all, I've been catching up with Alan Bourke, who's president of REIWA, to find out the latest property news. If you had to sum up the latest figures, what would you say?
Well, if I had to put it in a couple of words, I'd say we're seeing stability in the Perth real estate market with not a lot of change in the median price in the last 3 years.
That's the third year in a row where prices have remained very stable or static. Is that because we've had a period of overinflated prices and now people are playing catch up?
Yeah, it's probably a matter of the market was quite heated up until about 2007. We needed a period of stability, and that's what we've had for the last 3 years.
Houses haven't been selling particularly fast, so what sort of oversupply do we now have?
Well, probably certainly are still selling. A lot of people think that stability means inactivity, and that's not the case. Activity levels are about 27% down on their long-term averages, but properties are certainly still selling. Most owners, though, are giving about 6% away when they negotiate.
And affordability, is that remaining about the same?
Affordability has actually improved slightly, about 5% in the last quarter. The average mortgage, especially from the first home buyer, is down by about 5%. So they're reducing their expectations when they're buying by about 5%.
Now, low levels of turnover are historically followed by upturns, but what's it going to take for there to be an upturn?
Probably 12 months. We believe that 2012 will be a good growth year for the real estate market. We've probably got more of the same for another 12 months, and then as the activity increases, the economy will improve, and the real estate market is driven on confidence. And as we get more confident, the activity levels will increase, and we'll start to see a return to the long-term growth patterns.
It's not been a good quarter for first-time buyers, has it?
First home buyers have come back to the normal percentage. They were occupying about 40% of the market a year or so back. They're down to about 25% of the market. But no, certainly there's a lot more choice for first home buyers. Banks are getting a little bit more strict with the lending criteria, but generally they're in the market in the normal way, the normal patterns they were 15 years ago.
How's the rental market looking?
Vacancy factor has come down to about equilibrium, 3.2%, down by 1.5% the last quarter. So we'll start to see rents improve in 2011.
Perth has an ever-growing population, and that must have a positive influence on the demand for housing.
Yeah, the long-term growth is certainly going to be that in Perth, and that will drive real estate values in the longer term. We have seen a little bit of reduction in the growth patterns in the last 12 months, and that has gone to softening demand in 2010 and 2011.
And why is that?
We're just bringing in less people than what we were. We were bringing in something in the order of 21,000 people a year. We're down to about 15,000 people a year. So it's quite a significant change to numbers and hence to demand.
And how long is a property spending on the market now compared to what it was?
The average days on market to sell a property now is 71 days, so that has increased by 14 days in the last 12 months. But that records purely the stock that has sold. There's a lot of stock still in the marketplace unsold.